We are in the kitchen today with Cory Schreiber, and Cory, we're going to make something with some delicious vegetables that are coming into season as we hit spring. What are we making?
I'm excited about asparagus and spring onions, some arugulas coming on. So the farmer's market is beginning to bustle with things that come with spring. Asparagus, a little trick I learned from a farmer actually, is that when you do get it, maybe cut the bottom off and then put it into water. Strangely enough, you may not believe this, but it's true because the farmer told me it continues to grow.
Interesting.
So it's a nice, and that'll hold in the refrigerator for 3 weeks. So if you get the asparagus, cut it, just put it in water, drop it in your fridge, it's ready to go. And then I think what you want to do with asparagus too is I'm just really meticulous about just taking that layer off. It's so much nicer to eat it. So even if it's really small, just take a few minutes, go ahead and peel it, and then you blanch it in water for about 2 minutes, and then maybe shock it in ice water. And then what you have is this beautiful green asparagus on the plate.
And what do we call this recipe, Cory?
This is using asparagus with a spring onion and fennel and caper vinaigrette. The fennel, again, this is available in the marketplace in the store. Same thing here. I like to peel the fennel. That outer layer is like celery or like that, so just go ahead and take it off. Most people don't do this, but it's well worth it, especially because this vinaigrette is raw. And this is all just kind of debris.
Oh yeah, that is nice and tough,
yeah,
so you want to get rid of that. Okay.
And then what we have is we have the spring onion here. So these are starting small because it's early in the spring. They'll get larger, it goes along. But the nice thing about the spring onion is that you can just eat it raw. It doesn't need to be soaked in ice water, doesn't need any treatment. It's just ready to go. And I think it's certainly not too harsh for a vinaigrette. So then this involves a little bit of knife skills here.
And you're going to do that. That's why you're the professional. He gets the knife.
Do that. So this real simple dish to put together. Again, this is a first course, something to go out on the table. It can sit. So just do a little bit of the beautiful round little spring onions. I'm going to put those in the bowl. Then I want you actually to start to add just a little bit of that oil. And I'm going to use a little bit of a white wine vinegar in this. But if you have a preference for red or for a sweet vinegar like muscatel.
And how much should I be putting in?
I would say a couple of tablespoons in there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same thing with the fennel.
You make chopping look so easy.
I do. This is a mandolin is a great tool. The little long mandolins where you slice very thin.
It's more for beginners like me who don't want to chop my fingers off.
Yes. As long as you're careful. And then we have the fennel in there, and then go ahead and add a little bit of vinegar to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to spoon a little bit of caper in here also.
Oh, this is the oil. Which one's my vinegar?
Let's go the white one over here.
This one? Okay.
Like the Unio vinegars.
Unio vinegar, okay.
And then we do a little bit of...
Just a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit more.
A little more?
I like this. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You're my kind of gal. Right there.
Just pouring it in there.
A little bit of salt in there, a little bit of pepper in there. Then you can go ahead and grab that spoon and give this a little bit of a stir.
Okay.
On the webpage, this recipe is straight up just vegetable, but then you can add what you want. I think some sliced prosciutto and asparagus is great if you like capricola, some other type of spiced meat. I'm a big smoked trout fan, so I'm just going to take some of this beautiful smoked trout. You can get this, there's usually 3 or 4 varieties at the store.
Yum.
Maybe give it a taste first. Gerard and Dominique is a great smoked salmon. New Seasons does a great job with smoked salmon. Then we put that in there. And then what I'm going to have you do, as your skill level is evolving like there, I'm going to throw a little bit of this arugula. Let's go ahead and dress that up too, a little bit of arugula.
Just keep stirring that up?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a little more olive oil. Okay. Got the salt in there, we got the pepper in there.
It smells so good.
Yeah, can you smell the smoke? So you got the brininess from the capers, the smokiness from the fish, a little bit of bitterness from the arugula.
And the vinegar.
And then that grassiness from the asparagus. So this has a nice complement. So go ahead and just spoon that right on top of the asparagus. Okay. And if you have a little residual vinaigrette inside the bowl, you can just drizzle that over the asparagus. But the dressing should do that on its own.
I want to get all that trout in here.
Trout, yeah. Trout, salmon, even smoked scallops and mussels are fine. So you have, it stands up nicely. It just falls on the plate.
The presentation's
don't need to get picky about it or anything.
So this might be like a first course?
This would be a first course, yeah. This could be on the table. Yeah, just give it a little slice. The trickiest part is probably eating it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And if the asparagus could be cut up and then tossed all together if you wanted to. This is how it's presented when you see it on cookingfromthesource.com. The long ways, but you certainly could cut it up too. So that's just taste of spring, I think. With a little bit of smoked fish.
That's wonderful. Stuff. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy that at home.
And again, Cory just said cookingfromthesource.com is his site. He's just great. Everything he has us prepare, delicious.